Hey guys, new product here today that we're going to be installing, and it is a front bumper metal guard for the Cybertruck. Got all the pieces laid out over here. It's actually not too many pieces. Looks like it's just brackets that go on here and here at the recovery hitch points. But yeah, I like the look of this metal bar. It's got that nice black textured look. And yeah, let's get some extra bumper protection on for the Cybertruck. See how this looks, see how easy the installation is. Okay, so we're getting started now. Installation doesn't actually seem too crazy. It's mainly these brackets over here. So this is the top part, and then left side again is the bottom part that gets hooked on here. We have to actually remove this part right here, remove that. It reveals a screw, unscrew that, and attach those brackets. So let's go ahead and do that. And then once the brackets are on, these are pretty self-explanatory. They just kind of go into this base right here along with the other parts, and tools are provided. But yeah, I think the brackets are the main thing, and then aligning and carrying the metal guard to sit on top of the brackets once we have them installed. So let's get those brackets on. mounting brackets on. Everything's tightened up correctly. Now it's time to assemble the bar itself. Again, 2 of these small pieces, 2 of these longer ones. We have the right hand ones, which is going to go basically on that side. And all you do is, so we're gonna put this one, line it with the holes. All right, and that comes up on this side. And then all you do is tighten that up. Super easy. We'll do that with the bottom side as well. Let's push it in more. Go. Okay. Push it in a little bit more. Right, so we basically do that with all of the pieces. So the smaller ones will go like that, and then the longer ones will go on this side. You screw those ones in, and you keep them a little loose, just because once you mount it onto the truck, they will need a little bit adjusting. So you don't tighten the long ones fully. We can go ahead and tighten these ones all the way, and let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll mount this thing on. All right, and then have this one tightened on. Now we're just gonna tighten up the long one. Same thing. मेरी तरफ पुश करें. Yep. नीचे करें, नीचे करें. मेरी तरफ करें. All right, we've got the middle guard all assembled. So now we're going to go ahead and set it on top of the brackets over there. This thing installed. And again, we've left top ones a bit flexible because we will need to adjust it just a bit. And then we have 2 final screws that we will be attaching from the bottom to the bracket. Okay, let's do it. Alright, so we have the bumper guard placed on top here. If you can see here, it's kind of really hard to see, but there's a gap where you will have to put in the screw. Alright, so the provided tool was a bit hard to get the job done, but I've got a socket wrench here, and again, this is the bolt that you're going to want to tighten it up. And just wanted to show you guys how the view looks from down here, but it might take a few minutes of adjusting it back and forth in order for the hole to align. And it can seem a bit difficult at first, but once you get it, it tightens up just right. All right, so we've got the bumper guard installed now. Shout out to Hansshow for sending this. It just looks so awesome. The truck looks so much more aggressive now. Very cool. And really no clearance issues at all. It's pretty much flush to the bumper itself. It just sticks out a little bit on the front end, of course, but now you get a solid metal guard protecting your bumper from any dings or potential damage. This is just so nice. I think it just completes the look of the truck. It looks really cool. Gives it a nice aggressive look. Wow, very cool. Thank you, Hansshow. And again, you guys can use my code for 22% off at Hansshow for any purchases, and I'll also attach the link for this metal bumper guard as well. Yeah, and if it's something you guys like, feel free to order this from Hansshow. This is awesome. Very, very cool and so aggressive. Hell yeah. See you guys on the next one.